Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm at?
Them defectors if they miss anything about protectorate life.
10 bits they think.
Yep.
Whoa, Val. Watch where you're pointing that shooter of yours. You've been pitching a little unevenly.
Since the fastball incident of '97, automechs are not permitted to participate in tossball games, leagues, or tournaments.
I mean, your aim's been off. Wouldn't want me or the good commander here catching you
Between
straight.
Fairfield and
When
the Eastern
attempting
Forward
to
Operations.
capture a stray animal,
North
approach
appears
slowly
most
and quietly. If the animal senses danger, it may grow aggressive.
What? Forget I said it. You're doing great.
Entering.
Don't make me bury another ape!
We all know how unbalanced
At the junction of opportunity and runaway vision, you'll hear
Well.
wireless-free Arcadia.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
We capably avoided spreading our forces too thin. This is a strategy we will continue.
Apologies, but I don't believe I should be discussing such matters with you without permission. Once you report to the Vigilant, I'd be happy to speak freely. Word to the wise, despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire.
Whatever the case, it has been deemed by command an unnecessary distraction. All Anti's choice forces are hereby ordered to avoid the southeast coast of the island entirely.
That you have entered a recreated locality. Record stating
Now, on to other things. Alrighty then.
Everything?
It's well past time for
May the Sovereign guide you.
melodies.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Forced Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Force rockets. Force rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today. When you miss the call for chow, but you want to eat something now.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antis invaded, they broke the seawall. Flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. All right, well, don't let me keep you.
You've returned. Word on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us. Sociologically. So they started to order
save the day with Boards Rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, why won't your mates when you've got Boards Rockets? Boards Rockets. Boards Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Take a tough day that you wanna forget. Wake the next morning, not a trace of regret. When you drink purple berry tequila, make the most of what you learn. Take a ride on that purple worm. When you drink purple berry tequila.
Deniability for your own whereabouts? Then take a ride on the Purple Bread Worm with Purple Berry Tequila.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid. Now I feel much, much better. Do you think our enemies and
Prudence dictates we reject It's loaded with additives
Individualism in all its many forms.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
Epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and as sovereign embodies and executes on it throughout history.
Yeah, the lives of the Hilti subjects that bring to
Conversation is not possible at this or
Purple Berry Tequila today.
Community, purpose, time for recreation.
A small sampling of Protectorate Abundance.
Got a spark bug in your bonnet? Don't think, drink. Tribute liqueur blankets the mind with soothing numbness you'll feel from lobe to lobe. And it only marginally impairs motor skills. Delegate operation of heavy machinery to Automex after imbibing.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Every day I am healing all myself in his name. I know this to be true. He cares for you. Soft deserves all your love. Every day he's uplifting, keeping us safe and carefree. I know this is the case. Give him your grace. Sovereign deserves all your love.
Stranger? Of course, it's part of outsider.
Stay true, outsider.
Love him, believe you must do.
My body is covered. I wish I could program an automech to feel these feelings I'm feeling. You know, instead.
You've returned.
I wish everyone's neighbor Prudence was my act.
Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. We have more sense of community than other places, which I couldn't imagine getting by without. Before the invasion, Automex took care of most things. Must say I do look forward to mealtime around here. Arcadian tenderloin in particular remains a favorite. See you when I see you.
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit, enjoy our banter.
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to Protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
Luxury the paradigm affords us.
Love him and he will love you. Love him, that's all we must do.
I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved. It's... What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is evil. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Prudence dictates, sit back.
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
Of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating.
Oh, you failed to hear the loudspeakers on the way in? The announcement we're obliged to repeat incessantly. Protectorate law finds us guilty of treason on account of letting Westport fall prey to Auntie's choice saboteurs.
Know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity. Hence my use of the term I owe it to every single person here to try.
Next up.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
Societal responsibilities.
But now, more than ever, we must all
Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows feels lighter already. At least now, the parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But do not, under any circumstances, tell those stationed there why you need them. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for
Stranger?
fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
You know it well. Making Auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Blow can roll. Oh, yeah. Let's go. The boy trained to work the instant he was hired. It would be fair to say it was a trial by fire. It was a natural, and he quickly learned to make a red hot deal without getting burned. He was unscrupulous, and he sweetly rose. When you do your business, laser further than anything goes. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire. Oh, you know it well. Making Auntie proud, well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, kids, let's go! Let's change it up now. Now he's a winsome man with a charming smile. Salad diet, toothpaste with impeccable style. The perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family. I never worked for him, then he can work for you. You could be the next Auntie's favorite nephew. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy of life is there. Oh, you know it well.
The matriarch and appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraub. Ah, Marilyn. Yes, I see you've made her rather memorable acquaintance. Whereas she seeks to deliver justice like a hammer's blow, I prefer to solitarily meditate on the Sovereign's wisdom. Most recently within A Beacon to the Cosmos. Oh, yes. Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiology.
Say, You are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up. It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed. Why? A plot point about that featured.
Of course, you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
To tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The reward.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with sentinel procedure than I. Veiled implication understood. If you'll excuse me, if you were a sentinel, or in some sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect me. In any case...
Boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain.
The Outlander I spoke with before. What brings you back around?
Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Adrenatine. Work harder, not smarter.
Whew. That is,
I can usually tell when a fella's up to something, and that fella's up to something. Might be nothing serious, but we ought to poke around and find out what.
I'm on Paradise Island, on the Elysium moon of Eden. A scenic piece of real estate, if you don't mind the occasional minefield. Pardon our dust. We'll spruce up the place once our takeover's done. For now, let's turn our attention to this episode's Leviathan crustacean, the Crabble. Think of Crabbles as the star ringers of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a 10-bit word that means everything's on the menu. From your head to your boots. Not a pleasant way to go. Here on Eden, we find a few breeds.